Hey guys, Jennuine Love checking in. Great rising. Today is day 11 of 30 days Facebook Lives with yours truly. So today I wanted to share a little bit about morning routines and specifically how to keep your morning routine from becoming routine. We have heard so many different people talk about the power of starting your day off right, which includes some kind of something that we're doing in the morning, right? To prepare our energy, prepare our thoughts and our minds for what the day is going to, manifest for us and how we're going to show up in our day. So having a morning ritual, routine, I don't necessarily like the word routine, and you'll see why at the end of this video, or by the time we get to the end of this video. But one of the things, like, I like ritual. I like just calling it morning me time. You know what I mean? So like whatever feels right for you. The important thing is that you're starting your day in some kind of way that is authentic to you, that helps you to become, or maintain, because you wake up in your centered space, but cultivate that space that you wake up in so that you can carry that throughout your day, right? So, I just want to share personally, like, I've had a morning routine since about 2014, and I'll just keep referring it to routine because that's what most people call it. But since about 2014, and one of the very first things that I did, other than meditation, because I've been doing that for a way long time, I added writing, scripting. One of my business mentors had suggested that as an activity. And I just would begin writing how I wanted my day to go. Like if there was something specific that was happening that day, I would write how I wanted it to go. And then I would just be really general about a lot of things as well. And I did that from 2014 all the way up till just about maybe 2 months ago. All those years. I mean, I have journals on top of journals where I just wrote. If you spent any time with me in my inner circle, you had inevitably at some point saw me write in my journal. Like, that is how dedicated I was to writing in my journal. And I went from just like a little notebook that was like this big and could barely get a page filled, to a big like notebook, the big one that would have the front and the back filled, the sides filled. I mean, I should have brought one over here so you guys could have a visual, but I wrote a lot in this journal and in these journals. And I noticed a few months ago, that probably about 6 months ago, I noticed that it was starting to feel like a chore. It was starting to feel like something else that I had to do. And there wasn't as much fun and excitement feeling for me. And so I laid it down and I picked up something else instead. So instead of writing, which would take me 20 or 30 minutes to write out what I was going to script, and I switched to voice, like sharing with my voice. I would record it in my phone. So basically kind of the same thing that I would write down. Now I was recording it in my phone. And then when I would wake up in the morning after meditation, I would listen to that. So that would just be the first thing, that I hear is like, how your day is going to go, girl. And it would be my voice talking to me. And even with that, I felt the energy of, this is really cool. And also it still feels like something that I have to do, like a chore. It had a really heavy energy first thing in the morning. And that's what you want to avoid. And that's what I mean by not letting your morning routine become routine, because then you're not present. Then you're not fully present. It doesn't feel fun. It's not maintaining what we want to maintain, which is the vibration of joy and expectancy and happiness and centeredness and calm and peaceful. We're starting to introduce that feeling of, have to instead of get to. And those are completely different vibrations that will bring you completely different manifestations. So, yes, I absolutely, hands down, recommend having some kind of morning practice. I like that word the best, probably. Some kind of morning practice, something that's for you. That's your time, okay? So a few of the things that I would include, again, now this is just to have fun with it. It doesn't have to be the same thing every single day, but some of the kind of things that I would include, that I do include, that I've had results with including in your morning practice would be meditation. Like, first and foremost, allow yourself time to just really bask in the energy that you wake up in. Tap right into your inner being, tap right into source before you check your phone, before you start remembering what crap happened yesterday. Like, really let yourself come right into meditation and cultivate that energy. So maybe you do a guided meditation one day, maybe you listen to sound frequencies and just take yourself there another day. It doesn't have to look the same, is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be routine. And also, you will benefit greatly if every day when you wake up, you spend about 15 minutes. That's the goal that we want to shoot for. If you can only start with 1 or 3 or 5, that's great too. Just start, right? And allow yourself that time to be in that centered energy before you start your day, okay? The next thing that I would recommend that you include in your morning is movement, some type of movement. It can look like stretching. It can look like, getting out of the bed and jumping up and down, so thankful to be alive. It can look like, yoga. It can look like dancing, okay? But move your body in some way. You incorporate breath. Take deep breaths, feel your breath, tune into your body. Tune into your body through movement in some sort of way. Like, just allow your body to move. Any leftover residual energy, just start waking yourself up, getting ready for your day, creating energetic space, right? So some form of movement, again, to keep it from being routine. It doesn't have to be the same form of movement every day. It's just important that you move, and it's important that you're having fun, because that's the energy that we're wanting to cultivate, right? Nature. If there's a way that you can, first thing in your day, maybe your movement is outdoors, maybe your meditation is outdoors. But if the weather permits, and even if it don't, sit in front of a window, but allow nature to come into your morning some way, shape, or form. Go out, connect with Mother Earth, connect. No, this is your home. This is your home. This is your home. And just feel the support, feel the oxygen and the fresh air, and see the trees and the birds, and just really be in that energy of knowing that you're taken care of. Everything is all right. You know what I mean? So that, allow yourself to do that in some way, shape, or form. Incorporate nature into your morning, okay? And then reflection. Allow yourself to reflect on what you're appreciating, kind of like we talked about in one of the previous videos. What can I see that I love right here in this moment? What can I see that I love, right? What do I feel really good about in this moment? What am I really excited about in this moment? And begin your day with that cultivation, right? Of what can I see that I love? Reflecting on what you can see that you love. Maybe you're reflecting with a cup of coffee, or, some matcha green tea. That's what I got in here. See, I'm literally still drinking it. But what can I see that I love? Just reflecting, just being quiet, being with you and your source. Because there's a difference between being quiet and still during a meditation. And then there's another energy where you're being quiet and still when you're awake and you're alert and you're looking out at the trees and you've got your tea, right? So these are a few things that I highly recommend putting into your morning routine, practice, you know, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure that you're not doing it just because you feel like you have to have a morning routine. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. Yeah, if you don't feel present during the routine, then you're missing the whole point. You're missing all the benefits. If you're not fully present, if you're like, oh, well, I really should be doing this. I don't have time to be sitting here kumbaya, and you know what I mean? So you really want to aim to be present. You want to aim to be, you know, feeling good about what you're doing. That's the energy that gets us the benefits from the morning routine that we're looking for. Not just, oh, I did this thing. I meditated this morning. I wrote my journal this morning. I did my yoga this morning. I did it this morning. I did this morning. Like, no. Okay, great. But when you're really like, wow, I really had a powerful meditation this morning. I really enjoyed sitting outside. It was, you know, just feeling the breeze on my skin and just hearing the birds. Like, really be present. Really tap into the energy of appreciation and positive expectation. And that's what we're going for with our morning routine. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for day 12. Love y'all. Namaste.